is true. I can live without you. Each day is the same. Through what I'm going through, I breathe no air.
This really is the single most important city in the world, certainly for the commercial side of art, but also when you look at global goings-on of art and culture, both from the creative perspective as well as the distribution and the sales of that and marketing, just the sheer logistics and the numbers for that are not excelled anywhere in the world. I am very tethered to New York. In other words, my life is built in such a way that my job would not exist anywhere else in the world. And that speaks to how vast, how large, how important, and how diversified the art environment is in New York City.
It's a crazy world. When looking at it from the outside, it looks like, oh, interesting, oh, cool. But like being in it, it's like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, in terms of the hustle for musicians, in terms of trying to be honest musically, but trying to make money. You know, it's. I feel like music is in a state of confusion. I'm not a fan of technology, but I have to get with it because that's what our times are, you know? So, saying that, nowadays when someone wants my album, it's not like you mail it to them. Like, you send it to them on a secure download file via the internet. That's what you do. A few months ago I was doing more of like promoting on Facebook. I have a fan page, you know, I post things regularly. I have a blog that I connect to my Facebook, so there's activity there. And whenever I have a show, I always at least put on my status, alright, I'm playing at such and such tonight. You know, I'm not really one to say that, oh, you need to be in New York in order to make it. Yeah, New York is like the place. I really don't believe that, especially since I've gotten the opportunity to travel, and I'm so grateful that I did. I think it's overrated. I think it's overrated. And I'm saying that as a New Yorker, born and raised, so, you know, I know better than anyone else. It's such a tight-knit world. Back in the day, you know, the jazz cats, they all knew each other, and everywhere you went, you saw someone that you knew or you loved their playing. So that's beautiful, how everything is so accessible here in New York. But life, like the cost of living for musicians, is very hard too. You know, it's a real issue.
But you rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up scarred.
Thank you so much. My name is Charles. We got the journey. We got some CDs for sale with that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dylan Brothers. Have a good night. Thank you.
What is this world coming to? Say it, girl. We really need to think this through. What is this world coming to? For heaven's sake, what shall we do?
We're doing it all ourselves. We're doing the production, the engineering, we write all the songs, we play the drums and the bass and vocals, and we're doing a lot of synth work too. So like the whole process is Dan and me and other people in the band. the music scene in New York, there are like a million bands all trying to do the same exact thing. And they're all really good, you know? There are a lot of great bands. That's the hard part.
Being in New York with 20-year-old brothers is cool because, like, you have the opportunity to go to all these, like, small shows rather than, like, having, like, my friends go to, like, Lady Gaga concerts and stuff. And I'm going to, like, really cool shows at, like, places like Bowery Poetry Club and Local 269, places like that, in the bitter end, which is really cool because, like, all these great players played there.
I mean, that's the best part of New York. I mean, like, you learn from other people. Like, as, like, an instrumentalist, I feel like being around other really awesome instrumentalists, that it makes you better as an instrumentalist.
Using Pro Tools. And it's just, like, basically, like, a really awesome version of GarageBand. The goal is to have the live sound with a little bit of the electronic sound in it. You sing a vocal line, and then, like, you listen back to it, and you're like, okay, that little thing right there, that could be, like, better, you know? So you go in and you change that, because you can, you know? So you can, like, that note, which, you know, in a live concert, everybody would think, that's fine, you know, that's great, you know? But that note, you could fucking tweak it and pitch correct it, and you can make yourself sound like someone else if you want.
The times have changed so much with recording. I mean, I have a very smart friend who sold his recording studio in New York City. He sold it in the mid-90s because he saw the handwriting on the wall where he said, you know, people are going to be able to sit in their living rooms with their computers and make pretty nice recordings. And that's kind of what's going on. Most of the people that I know are recording and aren't going to recording studios as much as they're doing them, you know, with friends in basements. And
they'll, like, program everything and it'll all be right to the click, you know. But we're trying to kind of, because we like that, it's good, you know, but it sort of doesn't have that honest feel to it. That's what a lot of the new music is missing, sort of, now, I think. Just because, like, how can you be honest if you're punching in, like, each word, you know? Then the word before it had no relevance to the word after. Okay, this is the way. This is the way to the top right here. These things are gold. Look how cute they are. Okay, what little girl in their little skanky dress wouldn't want to slip this in their bra? Okay? Free MP3. You just go, this is what you do. You're like, hey, you like that band? Yes! Free MP3. Just go to thebandbrothers.com. So then they take this, put it in their pocket, and they forget about it. You know? Because they took it because of the free MP3, and they forgot about it because it's so small. And then they're like undressing later or whatever, and they're like, oh my god, I really like this band. This band was really good. Oh, bandbrothers.com, free MP3, I'll go, let me go. And then they go to bandbrothers.com, and they see the Band Brothers fan club, enter here, and then they click on it, or no, free MP3, click here, right, join now, whatever. Click on it, take them to an email box, they send me an email, and I send back an MP3. But I got them to the website, which is the important thing.
You're trying to write from inside here, and if you have too much coming in, then you kind of forget what's inside here. I mean, it's good, like, at a certain point, it's good to let it in and learn from other people. I mean, that's totally necessary. Having people come together and make it into something real, I mean, the best.
the best of all art forms, I don't think I'm wrong in saying that, are in New York. The best dancers, the best singers, the strongest actors, you know, they're just... and so I think that's one of the appealing things. Mm-hmm. It's got the highest grade of everybody there. I mean, it's a cliche, but if you can make it there, you can kind of make it anywhere. And also living there, and if you can live there and survive New York, you can also live and survive just about anywhere, you know, because it can be challenging and it can be tough there.
In terms of the energy, I mean, it's almost incalculable, because it's an energy that not only feeds what's going on globally in art, but is also such a distinguishing characteristic of this city that the two are almost impossible to separate.
Why? Because the surface is rough and I gotta simplify it.